What's up, you guys? What's up? Chris here with another video. Now today's gonna be a little, well, not different because I'm still working on my cars, but so I got something for my 1990 E30. I got the 87 over here, the OG E30 with the M50 turbo, and then over here is just the regular E30. I mean, it got the BBS reps on it or whatnot, but I've been having a big issue with this car. Now, since I have heated springs in the back that I got from a friend, it's dropped. It's 16s, and the tires literally rub on the tires rub on the fender, and it's just eating up the whole tire to the point where it's a little sketchy. So I have these right here, Maxspeedingrod's coilovers. Now these are like budget friendly, very budget friendly. They are $400 and something. They have coupons that you can put in. If you order these online, make sure you find the coupon. I got a coupon that took off like 30-40 bucks off of it. I think maybe even a little more. But bro, like, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, like, these look pretty durable. Now I have to weld the fronts on because in the E30s you have to weld them on, but these look durable. I have coilovers for that, the BC coilovers. I wasn't gonna go that route because I'm not spending $1,000 to get BCs. So this, I'll let you guys know how these coilovers run. I mean, people are saying that they're good, right? They're saying that they're pretty good for what they are. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna throw the rear ones on first, and then the front ones, I have a welder, so I don't need nobody to weld it for me. I could do it myself, and I'll do that on my own. As for everything else, now you guys see how I have stuff over here, tape and everything. I actually was trying to like fix up the clear coat. I got 600, 800, 1000 grit, and like I think 1200 grit. And I heard from somebody saying you can fix just the clear coat. You don't got to fix the whole paint, right? So I started going with the 600 grit sandpaper, and I was hitting all this, and it started taking the paint off. I guess it's because it's already too late. The the clear coat was already coming off to begin with. But look, you guys, like, don't get me wrong, it's not the best, but for what it is, I still have to do this right here. I think I'm just gonna try to pop this off, if I'm being honest. But for what it is, you guys, this is a car to practice on, practice my painting. And I would rather have a crappy paint job rather than clear coat popping off everywhere, if I'm being completely honest with you guys. Because look at this, it looks crazy, you guys. It does. So I gotta do a better job at covering the windows, the back glass and everything. And I just have a lot of paint and a lot of clear coat. So I mean, I'm just gonna practice on this thing, I'm gonna be honest. But as for the coilovers, I'm actually excited to get these coilovers on because I did have that issue. So what I'm gonna start doing right now, I'm gonna start putting that on, and then when I have everything done with the coilovers, I'm gonna continue back on painting. And I want it to look good, like this one over here. I'm pretty sure I almost got the same color. Color. This might be a little different. I'm not too sure. But yeah, we'll get all this done, and then you know, we'll fix everything. So I'll get back with you guys in a bit. I'll show you guys the what I get to when I'm done with the backs and how it looks. All right, I'll see you guys in a bit. All right, you guys, I got the rear coilovers on. It definitely sits. It got a little space to it, just like how I wanted. I don't want it to be rubbing on. I'm not too much of a stance guy. I'd rather have my car driving, you know, and me thinking of putting a turbo on this, I want to be able for this car to squat a little bit when it, you know, when I hit boost or whatever. That's kind of my idea of what I have right now. I'm not 100% if I want to boost it, but yeah, as of right now, where it sits is good. I had to adjust it a little bit, and now I am checking out the front ones before I start getting into these ones. Now with these coilovers for the E30, you have to weld them. It's like a two and a half, like a little less than a half, where you cut the tubing. I've done this before. I didn't weld it. My friend welded that one. But you know, I have my welder. I know how to weld, so I'm gonna get to it with that one. I'll probably show you guys a little bit of the process of the front, because the rears are kind of more self-explanatory. The fronts, I feel like people get caught up a little bit in and get a little nervous to do coilovers. I remember when I first started my coilover, or wanted to get coilovers for this one, I was a little skeptical on doing it. But you know, you get through your fears and you start doing the things yourself, and then it becomes easier. So now the fronts. Now I got to take off the wheels in the fronts. The rears are good. I'm gonna probably check back, like double back on this one to double check everything, and then do the fronts. I just want to knock this out really quick. But yeah, the quality on these are really good. I do want to put a little bit of camber. A little bit of camber. I don't know. Maybe, might not. I'm not too sure. This isn't going to be a drifter, but I definitely like the look of how the front wheels like have a little stance to it. Probably not going to, I don't know, but we'll see. I'll get back to you guys in a minute. All right, so I'm back. I got one side out. Over here, where you take out the shock, right, on the top, it screws in. At first, I was kind of confused. I was like, oh, why isn't the shock coming out? But it was actually pretty seized where the thread goes. I don't know why it's not focusing, but yeah. So I had the issue where it was it's seized, like it's rusted, the top right over here where it holds the shock in. So I just decided to cut it. I used a grinder wheel, and I just cut the top off, and then the shock slid right out. So I already made my marking of where I have to cut, so it's gonna be literally right there. I might have to get a new camera, you guys. This is crazy, because it's not coming out how I'd like. Let me try something. Hold on, because it's like, okay, I think I got it a little better. So over here I marked it up, and yeah, so I'm gonna slide this out right now. You can see it's like throwing out. This was shot. This completely shot. Yep, look at that. Shot. So doing this will definitely make the car ride way better. See how it was leaking? Yeah, so what I'm gonna have to do, because I'm gonna take this out. Ow. So I'm gonna have to cut right there. So let me show you guys in a sec what I come up with. I'm not gonna show myself cutting it out, because I'm not sure my battery's about to die soon, but yeah. Let me get back to you guys in a sec. All right, you guys, so I got it in right now. I'll just take it back out to show you guys. I put a little bit of grease on there. All I had was the brake grease. But so you cut around 2.5. I don't know if I got this wrong. Yeah, you cut around like 2.5. I think it's like 2.25, like a little more than a quarter. 2 inches and a quarter right there. Then you want to clean it up a little bit so that way it's easier for this to slide in. And then you just grease this up a little bit. So I put brake grease, that's the only thing I really had right now. You wedge it in there. I'm gonna just leave it like that because it has the Maxspeedingrod logo showing. And then what you're gonna want to do, you're going to want to hit this with a wire wheel or something so it's bare metal, and then afterwards you want to spray it with a primer or something. So let me see if I don't want to use my wire. I don't want to use my my grinding wheel. I'll see if this works. I bought this from Harbor Freight. It kind of let's see if this works. I'm not too sure. I don't want to use the other one because it throws sparks everywhere. Maybe this will work a little better. Let's see. Oh yeah. By accident, I kind of hit the wheel sensor, the speed sensor. I mean, I don't know. That's for like the ABS and stuff. Not sure if it's gonna start being weird. Let's just hope it doesn't. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna. Where's that thing now? There's like a little notch. I think I'm gonna just leave it like that because I want to show the. I want to show the Maxspeedingrods, but then again, if I have that notch there, I'm gonna have to fill it in more with the more weld, put more weld on it. So instead of that, I'm just gonna put it there in the back because I'm not gonna be able to weld the back of this. But at least if I can get from most of it, it will hold in place. Yeah, I got most of that right. So yeah, now it's time to weld it, you guys. Yeah, it's time to weld it. I'm gonna show you guys a little bit of my welding. It's not perfect, but it's welds, and I make sure that they're like sturdy. They're not popcorn. They're nice. It's a nice worm. Okay, let me get the welder right now. Recording.
think that should be good enough. Maybe get a little bit more right on this spot right here, in the back spot.
All right, so I got it in. It looks nice, and honestly, where I set it to is kind of like, I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty perfect. Well, the thing is when it was sitting straight, I put camber on it from the top plates. But when it was sitting flush, it kind of looked like it wasn't. It looked like it was still like go in the fender, but the camera kind of just set it off to where now it's I'm gonna just leave it like that, if I'm being completely honest. That's good. The rear has some space to it. That's kind of what I wanted. It looks perfect, man. I'm gonna be honest, I'm kind of beat right now. I am kind of beat, but I'm pretty happy with how it went. It's just I have to get the other side now. But the way it sits, everything is good. I don't know if it's gonna be an issue with the oil pan. Let's take a quick look underneath. Let's see how low it is. I'm not gonna lie, since it's 16s, I don't think. Nah, I'm gonna be honest, we're still good. Oh, sorry guys, I can't get it good. Yeah, we're gooch. We are gooch, you guys. Since it's on 16s, it sits a little more higher, even with me having the car dropped. I mean, also it's because of the tire. The tire is kind of big. It is a step above what this E30 has. This is a 195 55 16, and that's a 185 45, I believe. Let me just confirm. Let's confirm. 185 55 16, and that's a 195 45, I believe. But I mean, you guys, it looks dope. I like it. I like it. I don't know how the Maxspeedingrod coilovers are, but the way it looks like it's sturdy. It doesn't look like it's gonna fall apart while I drive. So I'm not gonna do the other side. I'm not gonna record the other side. I did this side. I'm kind of beat for today. I got everything everywhere. I gotta weld this one up too and do whatever I did in this video to the other side. But you guys get the gist of what it kind of takes to do coilovers on E30. If you guys are trying to do that and you guys aren't you guys don't have a welder, you guys don't really know how to do that type of stuff, don't be afraid. It's relatively easy. You just take off the spindle, everything, the shock tubing, and you just cut it 2 inches and a quarter, a little more than a quarter. It's not that bad. I'm telling you, when I first started, I thought the same thing with this car. I was like, oh my god, I was scared. Bro, it's easy.
I just did on this one, and it only took me a little bit of time, like probably an hour and some change. But yeah, you guys, Chris here. I finished this. Now it's time to get to the peeling whole of this, you know, the clear coat and everything. But we will get to that later after I finish this one. You know, it's not supposed to be a crazy build. This isn't even supposed to be a build, if I'm being honest. I'm supposed to finish this one. I took out the fuel pump. If you guys could see right there, it's kind of hiding, but I took out the fuel pump, the secondary fuel pump that's on the lines, and I'm going to convert it into a Walbro fuel pump. So that way it's more powerful when it's cycling the fuel into the engine. This one is going to be another video, but you know, I'm glad I could get you guys some content for this one. And you guys, I mean, I go on live almost every day, or at least I try to. Feel me? The car content, all that. Once I have this on the road, I don't care about this as much as I do of this, but we're gonna try to be doing something with this one. We're gonna try to get good content with this one. So yeah, you guys, appreciate you guys for tuning in, and until next time, my name is Chris, Big Body Builds, and yeah, we out, you guys.